What happened to Cardano over the last 24 hours and why has the bottom fell out of the prices? Well, we'll take a look at that right now. I'm looking at the daily chart on Cardano. And last I left you, we had this basically forming a wedge with lower highs here and higher lows that was constricting the price, and price had really found its range between, let's say, 0.55 and 0.68, and even then you could even say it was a tighter range over the last few days of about 0.56 to really 0.65 minus this wick right here. And then we were talking about how we thought price would break out, and that's exactly what it did. We're going to explain what happened and what we see in the near future. I'm going to switch over to TradingView real quick. It is one of my favorite crypto tools that I like to use, and look at its analysis, technical analysis for the ADA coin on the 1-day time frame. Will start. No surprise, it's looking at a sell condition just because of the big bottom out of prices we experienced. Oscillators are neutral, moving averages are sell. That just means the price on the daily time frame has fallen below some of the moving averages. On the 1 week, a longer term, we're seeing a buy. Oscillators are showing a sell, with moving averages showing a strong buy across the board. And then a longer time frame of 1 month, oscillators are neutral, a big buy on the summary, and strong buy on the moving averages. So what happened to cause this breakout right here? Like I said last video, we talked about there was probably going to be a breakout just because this price was getting coiled up and it was getting more and more pressure and tighter, and that we should expect some kind of movement or explosion. And I was actually looking for that breakout to go up. And the reason I was expecting that breakout to go up is because minus this candle right here, we were looking at Bitcoin on the daily and seeing that it had captured this 45,000, and at the point of the last video it was actually resting above 45,000 at about 45,200. So it made sense with Bitcoin making higher highs that if this was going to break out, if ADA was going to break out, it would follow Bitcoin and start its move up. Well, the reason that did not happen is because of this. Bitcoin fell tremendously from about a high of 45,500, we'll say, down to even a low of 41,400 in about, well, it shows a day's worth, but it was really about 2 hours, if I recall. Bitcoin just fell apart. Yep, about 2 hours it hit its low and then started making some gains back. I switched to a 1 hour chart on Bitcoin if I'm moving too fast. Here's the 2 hours of the tremendous fall, and then it picked back up and it has reclaimed some of that loss. And this is what the daily chart looks like with us just now starting a new day. So why did Bitcoin fall? Well, it's news. News happened, came out. Now, some people are saying it was unsubstantiated news, but it had to do with the approval of the Bitcoin ETF. That is, we're waiting to hear about that, and that news could come out whether the ETFs will be approved by the SEC. We're waiting to hear from that this week, perhaps, hearing something definite. But there were some rumors, we'll say, on Twitter that the SEC had denied all Bitcoin ETFs, and this is what happened. Now, those rumors have not been substantiated, and other sources are saying we just don't know yet. But this is what can happen in crypto, and it can happen in crypto. It can happen in any stock you trade. If you wake up one morning and an analyst has downgraded your stock or upgraded your stock, you're liable for big moves like this. This is why you always have to be careful when trading crypto stocks, whatever it is. You don't know what lurks out there in the future. You must protect yourself. Just so happens we saw a huge break that we did not foresee. I don't think anybody expected that rumor to come out yesterday. And it just, I wouldn't say destroys, probably too strong of a word. But if you were longs with a over leveraged long on any crypto, yeah, it hurt. So let's go back to ADA. That's what happened to ADA, Cardano. It felt the brunt of that fall out of Bitcoin. Now, where are we now? Well, I'll tell you this. I did say in some previous videos that if we broke up, out, or down, The one level we would watch if it fell, if Cardano fell, was this 0.55. We wouldn't want to see it fall below that, just because it had been ranging in that area since sometime in December. So it did fall and was immediately bought back up. And this is still the beginning of a new day, this candle right here. So we don't know what's going to happen. I just find it very interesting that this 0.55 level is still respected. I also find something interesting. If I draw a line right here at about 0.52, not only is it the bottom of the fall today, but it was the bottom of this wick back here on December 11th. So we'll obviously keep a line right there because that is very critical line for right now. All I can say is where we stand on ADA right now is that long term, nothing has changed. We're still holding support here. We were just at this level the 13th of December, so less than 3 weeks ago. It's not like the entire crypto market has fallen apart. It may feel like that, but this is just where we were back in earlier December. We've still got all these gains that we experienced in November and October, so we're still looking good. Obviously, we didn't want to have that drawdown, but we have it, and we have to be prepared for it, and we have to deal with it. And right now, we sit at about 0.558. So everything is still looking good long term. We do need to watch these levels. The market will move, crypto is moving, and the ETF news may come out any minute or any day, and we've got to be prepared for that. People are still thinking that Bitcoin overall in 2024 is going to move upwards, but you just can't time crypto markets on a daily basis. You just have to do the best you can and basically protect your investments. You cannot just walk away and expect the market to go in your favor. You have to protect your downside. Obviously, if we lose 0.54, we're looking at 0.52 next. Let me draw a Fibonacci real quick. I'm going to draw it from this low right here to this high right here. Okay, this is a level I like to watch to find out if a trend has changed. You can see I draw the 100% level here with this Fibonacci, and this 0.618 line is right here on the green, which is about 0.511 roughly. Here's your levels. Here's your levels. These are the most critical levels on Cardano now. 0.55, which is still an extremely important level that we've had noted for some time. Excuse me, and 0.52, which was the bottom of this daily wick and the bottom wick here, and then 0.618. If we start losing these levels, we've definitely got a situation where we'll have to look for further downside in ADA and Cardano, Bitcoin, crypto, however you want to say it. If we can manage to stay above these levels, I still think we will see a rise up. Nothing has changed in the long term from my view. I invest in crypto in the long term. I'm in ADA for the long term. And so I'm just waiting for the rising prices to continue. I can't complain after a fantastic run up since October. So everything is still looking good in the long term. Don't over leverage yourself where one day can break your bank. That's dangerous. Please don't do that. Come back. I'll keep you updated on what ADA is doing in the crypto market as we watch price move around. All right. Hope that helped. Y'all take care.